different.
I'm not gonna feel bad for the chickens though.
Wow.
No, honestly, bro, chickens are one of man's best friend.
When was the last time you ate chicken?
So because of chicken being one of man's best friends, you don't feel sorry for the chickens.
Wait.
Amazing connection.
Wait. When was the last time you befriended the chicken?
I befriended the chicken.
When was the chicken one of man's best friend?
When the chicken decided to
or
live,
woman? We can
be racist.
Yeah.
It's
when,
okay.
when the chicken decided to live alongside man in peace and harmony.
They didn't decide jack
What
shit.
do you mean they didn't decide jack shit?
It wasn't an agreement.
Okay, wait. You think
No chicken signed on anything.
you think animals don't agree to be domesticated? They see the benefits. Like, they understand that this is a codependent relationship.
Yeah, but the chicken wasn't
You know.
domesticated. It was
Of course it was domesticated.
no.
when the
It was industrialized.
هذا بعدين. Okay, that came later. But where did the industry start from?
So that's how you caught the chicken. Domestication.
I think so, yeah.
This is the catch.
I think so, yeah. No, but someone at some point decided to say, hey, maybe it's a good idea if we industrialize this stuff, right? So before that, there was a trend and a habit and a tradition of saying, yeah, let's eat y'all, I'm not sure if eating chickens has been a worldwide thing, though.
Welcome, Pastor Kabsa.
What?
Episode 290. It's your uncle Adil.
Yeah.
Got Turks right behind me.
Yo.
Shamsi.
It was hungry.
Number one is not here.
Yay.
Topics.
As you can see, we're...
Chicken, a man's best friend.
No, we're
according to Shams.
No, we're talking about something larger here, right? We're talking about man's relationship with food and the natural world around him.
No, we're talking about chicken.
No, chicken came later.
Okay, first. The chicken?
The chicken didn't come first. It was the egg, right? And then the chicken came out of the egg.
Segue queen.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, but who really decided that we should have chicken as our main protein? I feel like that decision was made.
The lack of flying ability of the chicken decided.
And catchability.
Yeah, the catchability of the chicken.
So you do agree that the chickens kind of agreed.
The way of the dodo.
The way.
That's the shade.
No, but we got rid of the dodo.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten rid
You
of
are the dodo.
We haven't gotten rid of the chicken yet. They're still here.
So what's the difference between a chicken and a dodo?
Happy Saudi Founding Day.
Catchability.
Because Kabsa, chicken,
Yeah.
That's how we got here. That's how we got here.
Heritage. Turath. No, but someone should investigate this, honestly. Yeah.
We got no topics.
As you can see, obviously.
Y'all wanted an episode of just Turks, Shamsi, and number one. This is what you get.
Who wanted
Trust me, number one would have a fascinating discussion with me about, how the medievals used to treat chickens as creatures of God or something. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah.
How you been?
Great.
Yeah. I've been
After this amazing conversation, amazing.
Yeah. Not hungry?
Nope.
Not yet.
Nope. Not in any way, shape, or form.
Turks, talk about the spices that you use in cooking chicken.
What? There's like a magic cube. It comes with all the spices you need for chicken. It also includes chicken inside the cube.
وش اسمه هذا الأصفر?
Oh yeah. What's it called?
The one with the girl
The chicken
with the pigtails. Yeah.
What?
I forget.
pigtails?
I forget. I don't know.
All right.
I'm not a cooking man, Turks.
As evident by whatever you were trying to say.
Yeah. Good conversations, guys. Good conversations.
This episode is sponsored by Quick and Curious.
Podcast that covers all poultry.
Exactly.
And,
it's your go-to chicken podcast. It's on all platforms. Just Quick and Curious.
If you have any avian questions, you know where to go.
Any non-flying birds.
Yeah.
It's covered by Quick and Curious.
Yeah.
I advise everybody to go listen to
They
it.
did a special on the dodo once.
Yes.
Look that up as well.
Exactly. That was like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah. The way of the dodo.
Yeah, shout out to Quick and Curious for sponsoring us and keeping us afloat.
Thank you for all the chicken.
If we get a cease and desist from them, it's gonna be an issue. But hey, shout out Quick and Curious.
Yeah, man.
Also, anything Hitler related, Kura Mana.
Wow.
Podcast at Kura Mana.
Huge fans of Kanye.
Huge fans of Kanye.
They shut down the website. It's just orders. Orders upon orders.
If you want to learn anything about the Nazi times, just Google Kura Mana.
Imperial German Reichs. You know where to start.
Great podcast.
Yeah.
Very historic. I got topics.
Oh, you do?
No, I don't.
Please.
Oh, wow.
I think I can figure something out. Oh, Cristiano just posted his picture next to the Crown Prince.
Nice.
Okay. Thank you, algorithm, for serving.
So I have topics.
Take us out of this chicken hole, please.
If you guys want more chicken, Quick and Curious. Great podcast called Quick and Curious.
They have recipes.
On all platforms.
Yeah.
I don't have really topics. I found so I saw something that was very interesting, and if it's true, first off, I'm fearing for my own life. I'm never gonna travel to Mozambique.
Mozambique. Oh, you had travel plans there.
Of course, you know me. I did the traveler,
the visa stamper.
Exactly. I collect stamps.
Yeah, exactly.
And, Mozambique was next week.
I know that. It's supposed to be 3 months from now. But tell us more.
So this is on. I'm not bullshitting. First, I'm gonna show you the picture so I'm not lying to you. This is BBC News Africa. All right.
Okay.
What?
And are they targeting bald men?
It's a very interesting.
Killing of 5 bald men in Mozambique is linked to a new superstitious belief that bald men have gold in their head.
Yo,
Whoa.
get me the hammer.
Wait,
Let's
wait,
check
wait,
this
wait.
out.
Give me the hammer.
Mythbusters. That's the Kabsa edition.
Well, let's give me even the last episode. Hans is dead, and there's no gold.
Are these miners confused, basically?
I have no clue.
Can they not tell you anywhere where the actual
But
treasure
if it is true, I'm not that big of a deal. Number one, though,
Yo.
that's a gold mine.
That's
the gift that keeps on giving.
That's the industrial service that we were looking for.
Industrial Revolution 4.0. Here we come.
Yo.
No, but see, if I'm going to agree with one thing, I think both of y'all do have gold inside your head, guys. Like, genuinely, you...
But number one, though,
Yeah.
You better not link this to thoughts
Yeah,
of
it's
gold.
beautiful.
Please,
Yeah,
you
it's
cheesy
stupid.
ass.
Yeah, I'm
mother-
just saying, it's
Stupid.
beautiful, value-filled thoughts.
No, we don't do compliments.
it makes sense.
No.
Okay, actually, you know what? It makes sense. Number one is not here.
Yeah, he's discovering his own self.
Nah, that's going to say. Most likely, Aramco's signed with his forehead or something. Aramco's a full energy company and gold mining
Like,
company
I
right
need
now.
to do geospatial studies.
This give me just like number one, like this, and just things just probing inside his head.
Yeah.
One big marker just beside that forehead.
Haggana.
Yeah, but that's called ish. That's using
Superstition?
using your national wealth.
It is national
That's
wealth.
what I'm saying.
We never knew that.
No, but then again, a lot of they used to kill albinos back in the day in Africa. Or not back in the day, up until recent times, you would hear stories of albinos getting killed for witchcraft and such. But at least people are catching up with the times. They're looking for their economic benefits.
No, so
gold.
random people. I mean, this is how dumb this is. If this was true, we would have found this out a long time ago. People do die.
Yeah,
So it's not that big of a deal.
Autopsies are a thing.
and then, I think Mozambique should not be a tourist destination anytime
Exactly.
soon.
If you are bald, you are not going to Mozambique.
I mean, they will leave the gold in your head, hopefully, and if you don't go.
The gold in your head. Anyway, off to better topics.
Please.
Saudi founding day.
Yep.
Yay.
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 Awesomeness.
Celebrating the founding of this glorious
I
nation.
can hear all the horns being honked right in front of my house.
I mean, thankfully not anymore, but
Traffic is crazy.
no, but
outside.
it's nice. It's nice to see people, getting into the spirit of the holiday. Honestly, people celebrating history. Celebrating the founding of this great nation.
It is fun just seeing a huge flag on the back of a pickup truck.
Pickup trucks.
And not just that, honestly. Like, it's nice to see first of all, we get a day off. Everybody gets a day off, schools and work. That's one.
Wow.
School's the whole week.
And school's the whole week.
Yep.
And you get all the national, founding day celebrations. There's a lot of stuff going on today. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on across the city generally, like shows, exhibits, that kind of thing. So it's a nice nation building
exercise.
It is. No, it is. Like it's bonding over our common heritage at the end of the day, right?
Yeah. True. I saw the video that Dir'iyah made about like traveling to Dir'iyah.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really fun, nice, well done video, بصراحة.
And for anyone who's around, there's a lot of stuff going on. I think
a lot of activities.
Yeah.
Saudi Founding Day has a different flavor compared to what's the name?
National Day.
Yeah, National Day.
Yeah.
Because I feel National Day is about celebrating the success of the nation now and today, while Founding Day is more of a remembrance of how we got here in a sense. Like you are going back in history, you are reading the stories of a couple of 100 years ago. So it is.
I feel like with every single year, it's going to get better, and they're going to add more things into it.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be like a truly just a celebration period.
It hasn't been going on that long. It's been
like 3 years?
3 years? Fourth,
I think so.
fourth year, I think maybe. But so, and again, it's a nice way to bring everybody together. Honestly, like
happy anniversary to our homie Alex also.
Yay!
Happy anniversary, right? He got married already.
Yes, he got married on Muslim Founding Day.
The first one, right?
The first one. Yeah.
No
one could attend.
Like we're sorry, bro. Like
That was traffic. Shout out to Alex. I know he listens to this podcast. He's not gonna like this, not even one bit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
we love you. We remember you too.
I was having a conversation with one of the boys yesterday about all the posts of Saudi Founding Day, and he was like, "Hey," I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "This is how he talks." Hey,
hey.
He was like, "Don't you feel like Saudi became too westernized?" And I was like, "We are nowhere near."
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I think some people are looking at it as like, "Oh, you guys have cinemas, you guys have whatever." It means, "Oh, you're westernized."
That's a very shallow way of looking at it. Like culture, that's the difference between us and them. Like there's a whole world of difference there. But is that the only thing he was looking at in terms of cinemas and the?
No. He was talking about in terms of this new generation, how they act and how they look and how they move.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't believe any of that shit. I feel like, we are being a little bit different. That's 100%. But I don't think that we are being westernized in any way, shape, or form.
Whatsoever. We're still celebrating our culture. We're still like family values.
Oh, and you do see it in the sense of you are much more connected to the world overall, and you do have that. Keep in mind, for a long time we were very much separated from the rest of the world, and then 20 years ago, تقريبا, we opened up. We ended up having a lot of people go and study abroad, and then they came back and they brought a lot of their, different way of looking at life. So that kind of changed the fabric of culture. But at the same time, I do agree we're still at a point where.
How did it change the fabric of culture?
No, you opened up people's minds to the world, right? Like having a full generation studying in the States and studying abroad all across the world.
That's people in general. No. You better. You better.
No, but I loved like that part of changing how we viewed ourselves and how we looked at, how things were done in the world, and being able to bring those ideas and change how things were done here. But not to the sense of being westernized as losing our, as you mentioned, like family values, our connections to.
Yeah, but I don't see that we changed in a way because of that. I see that we got the knowledge that we needed into the country. I get that. We sent a lot of people. We got like exposure on how the world operates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say we changed the culture itself, because people came back and still lived within the culture and respected the culture and didn't change a thing about it.
Mm. Until this point where we are actually going down a different route, and we're actually having these, the fact that you have all of these concerts and sports events and shows and going on in Saudi, like you are allowing the world in, right?
Yeah.
In a sense. Rather than creating your own thing, you are allowing the world in a different way.
But you're not sacrificing your identity.
True. I do agree with that.
Okay, you are allowing the world in to see how our way of living is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure. Okay, we opened up cinemas, we had concerts and everything, but that's something that does not touch the culture itself.
No, I actually do agree with that. Like when you mentioned that point about allowing the world in, like I've been meeting a lot of people who have been moving to Saudi recently, and they're just all very like pleasantly surprised at how different it is compared to like the States or the UK, like in terms of how like they've found themselves very easily settling into the culture and finding themselves actually wanting to move here and
We're friendly
establish.
people.
No, it's not just about the friendliness. I think it's about the ease of life that you can find here.
Yeah.
Like in terms of the quality of life that you find here, in terms of the lifestyle that they're able to create for themselves. Like there's a lot of positives there as well in terms of
True.
Creating something that's good for people to come and enjoy on themselves.
So I need Adil to come back and tell us what the hell did he mean by, or what the hell did the other guy mean by being westernized?
I mean, I think that's just his way of throwing the bomb on us and like walking out
That's weird.
with the fuse going on.
We need another topic, Adil.
When's the last time you celebrated like National Day or Founding Day though?
Every year. I mean, to some extent, because I'm not. I went through the whole like wearing the traditional clothes. I think it was the second founding day.
Yeah.
Or the third one.
That didn't last long.
I think it was the second one. I went to the Saudi Cup wearing a degla and everything. It was quite fun actually. I enjoyed it.
Actually, the Saudi Cup is going on today as well. I think it started today.
Is it every year on Founding Day?
I don't know if it's on Founding Day every year, but I think it makes sense to have them come around at the same time. No, like it's part of the heritage as well.
I remember it was on Founding Day because people were just. It was a fashion show.
And it still is. I think it still is.
It still is, yeah, but traditional fashion. Cultural fashion with a twist, let's say, which is very interesting. Salaha.
I mean, and if it's the one big, sporting event that's kind of cultural in a sense, that would make sense for people to actually really put in the effort to dress up and come out with something different.
True. But you got the camel race.
I think this is more
That's another
prestigious event. You have a lot more interest in horse racing. It's a much more like global international event as well, Yani. You have horse breeders coming up from different places around the world and stuff like that.
Horse what?
Horse breeders and horse racers, Yani.
Breeders?
Is that what they call
them?
Do
they breed horses?
I mean, they have farms of horses and things.
Stables.
Thank
you very much. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
You got international jockeys? I think most of the jockeys are local, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure.
I think with it being one of the biggest races in the world, they do have a lot of international attention, I would say.
I got to look this up.
In terms of the prize pot, at least, and the prize money.
I got to look this up.
But keep in mind, this is not coming from my skill as an equestrian.
No. Of course, this is you. This is Saudi Cup jockeys. Let's see.
And horses.
Ryusi Sayak. Okay, never mind.
Okay,
that's very not Saudi. Junior Alvardo. Yutaka Yoshida. Okay.
We're getting there.
These are the winners.
Yeah, see, there we go.
These are the winners. Okay.
Big international prestigious
Wingberto Ramos. Okay, never mind. The horses, though. Forever young.
Okay.
Senior Pescador. Pantha Lassa. Very nice. Emblem Road.
Yeah,
Emblem Road was in 2022.
Those don't sound very local.
Two more rows. No. Never mind. We got 2 more years. Oh, wait. Flow trained. Okay, the trainers are Saudi.
At least, and we have some presence there.
Yeah. Mishrif. Oh, Bishrif, I assume. But it's an Irish horse trained by a UK, owned by Saudi.
Hey, welcome back.
The jockey is Davis. Never mind. None of the jockeys that won are Saudi. Interesting.
Not very Saudi of them.
Saudi Cup?
Yeah, Saudi Cup.
Happened yesterday or today?
Happened yesterday, I think.
That was my question. Is it every year on Founding Day?
No, it's not.
It's not on Founding Day.
Because I remember...
It would make sense, though, to have them closely related to each other.
2022, was it? I went. Your mic is muted, by the way.
Oh, word? I didn't know that. Mindy, come here.
Someone has a tummy ache.
Yeah, she's not feeling well. All right, you can just sit your ass over here. All right, have a seat.
لا تعطيها وجه.
No, that's not there. Watch my little baby. Good girl, Mindy. All right, so we covered Saudi Cup, I guess.
Yeah.
Westernizing Saudi.
Westernizing Saudi.
Everything.
Great conversation. You missed out on that
Awesome.
one. Yeah.
He's going to edit it. He's going to cut most of it. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to leave it.
Yeah.
I was watching a couple of weeks ago. They were talking about the state of luxury fashion in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And so apparently, like, China had this one, I don't know, I forgot which city it was in, but they were building this big ass outlet, not even outlet, it's a huge mall just for luxury brands. And how all of it stopped. No one is building, no one is opening. And so they started looking into it. And then when they were talking to people in the luxury market, even companies and so on, and they were like, well, we kind of lost China a couple of years ago. Since COVID, it hasn't recovered.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, because all the auto manufacturing car companies, they were focused on China. They were making cars for China. That's why the BMW 7 Series looks so retarded. Right?
I mean, no, it's a beautiful car.
It's an ugly ass car.
First of all, don't point at me when you say retarded.
Because you got a BMW, so you have to come into
I
within the group.
mean, I picked the better looking one, I guess.
So
but-
anyway,
محسوب عليهم لسه محسوب عليهم.
and so luxury brands decided, you know what, that we can't make money here. And so the money has been coming out of the Middle East and India. India is on a huge rise with all these new millionaires and so on, and factories opening up. So all of them were saying, oh, our focus right now is no longer China. Our focus is going to be the Middle East and India. And which kind of makes sense because for I think last year, there was been a couple big fashion events, like one-offs. I think Dior did one. I remember who else did one. And it was just focused in, India.
Interesting.
I mean, India does have a comparable size in terms of number of people to China, so that makes sense.
Yeah, but not
Not the buying power.
Yeah, the buying power is totally different.
I think it will bounce back in China though at some point, and sooner or later. I feel like
They've been struggling since COVID, bro. It will, maybe, but the way it looks like now,
and compared to the Middle East, also, I think we have a much higher or larger purchasing power compared to almost any other region in the world. Like the amount of
if you put us all as a whole
deep
region,
pockets, like
if you talk about MENA, yes.
MENA, like in terms of individual buyers compared to the rest of the market. So I think they could cover their losses in a sense, by focusing here. But India, I think is just as comparable to China.
I like seeing the luxury market paying attention closer to Saudi. And I don't just sell me things. No, do exactly what you did in China. Make one-off things for me. Make things that
cater to my audience.
Not only caters and has some sort of symbolic value. I think was it Giorgio Armani? I think it was Giorgio Armani. I can't remember. Or no, it was Dolce & Gabbana who did a show. I think last month or the month before. That was done in Saudi, was focused on Saudi. The designs, everything was focused around Saudi culture.
Nice.
Even that didn't really look like it was. But anyway, the idea is that, you came, you did something very one-off, and you did it here.
Didn't Audi do the same thing?
Audi, well, the whole, again, no, it wasn't Audi. I think it was Samaco.
Was it?
Yeah, because Samaco did its edition of a Porsche, the Audi A8.
I remember that one, yeah.
I'm trying to remember what else. There was a third or fourth car. I forgot what it was.
It was A8 and A6, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it was only an A8.
Only A8?
Yeah, it was only
sure?
A8. Yeah, the green one with the green Saudi flag on the inside. Porsche had the Saudi sword in it, and same thing. It was dark green.
Yeah,
there was a third car. I forgot what it was, but it was a one-off. It came out 2 years ago. They barely sold.
No, see, I think I think that's part of the challenge here is that when you talk about that, you talk about specifically Saudi market, which is also different and separate from the MENA market, and it's hard. I wouldn't want to say it's harder, but it's more challenging to cater to the different MENA tastes.
Yeah, because you look in China as just one thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
in a sense.
But you got to keep in mind that what we are talking about, what was done, is a very simplified catering to the Saudi market. Because you give me a green color and a stitching of the
there was no effort
and whatsoever. It's
no
just
effort.
Implement some Saudi visual elements. That's about it. But catering to the Saudi market needs is a completely different design process.
Go on.
Studying what the user, the end user, the Saudi user, what do they need that is not offered in the products that you
They already
provide.
have, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then trying to redesign based on that.
And not just that, I think part of it is also coming. You need someone who has been part of this culture, lived here at least, and knows the culture to be able to understand people's perspective on the things that they want.
Or you could ask.
Yes, you can ask, but although it's different than like you actually having that experience, rather than relying on other people's experience.
No, if you're going to do something that's specifically local to someone, you team up with people locally. And you try to figure out what it is and build into a collaboration and make something out of it.
True. But
In terms of materials, in terms of colors,
Yeah,
and all
exactly.
that stuff. Yeah.
it's not only that. It's not in terms of functions, in terms of uses.
I don't know if we are there yet in terms of the international brands looking or to collaborate with our local designers in that sense, but that is something I would love to see, honestly.
Well, they never really cared about collaborating. Look, if the money is here, they'll make whatever it takes. But the problem with us, goes out throughout the whole region, including China, including India. Luxury brands got to a point think that, whatever I put out, they're just going to buy. So because they want my brand name, they don't care what am I putting out. So I don't need to really cater to them. But in China, because it's such a huge market, that you're willing to do things specifically for them. You create products just for them, even if it's a one-off limited edition. But you kind of put in the work and the effort for that. Here, they're like, nah, man, these guys just when they look at us as, oh, these guys just have money. When they look at China, oh no, China has requirements.
Has requirements.
Exactly.
That's a huge.
I'll give you an example. The Audi A6, it comes in one size. In China, you can, even the BMW 5 Series, you can get it in extended wheelbase.
But I think that's
You didn't hear a single word I just said.
I did.
Yeah, a single word. Just ignore the hell out of me.
No, you can. Yani, that's the thing. You have a bigger market to cater to there, so it makes more sense to really customize things for them. Because at the end of the day, that's going to translate to more sales.
When it comes to luxury brands, what we like, what Emirat likes, what Bahrain likes, what Kuwait likes is all the same.
Fair to an extent. I think there's a big overlap there. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about when it comes to purchasing.
Yeah.
When it comes to luxury brands.
Exactly. We're all the same. We like luxury shit.
But you take all five of us and you compare us to China,
we're not that far off.
And not the entirety of China. The percentage of China that is willing to buy.
Yeah.
I think
In China, they're catering to what?
Here.
Like 3 cities?
How many people do those 3 cities have? Like if we're comparing the number of people who can actually purchase these things in China.
Okay.
Like you're talking about a good, 50, 100 million?
No. In one city?
Not in one city overall. I'm talking about...
overall, it'd be like 40 to 50.
Yeah, 40 to 50, like
right.
luxury bars across the whole country.
Tokyo is like the most congested city in the world with like over 30 million, 36 million, I think 38 million, more people than Saudi. And luxury brands do not cater to them because they're not a market that's willing to purchase.
But keep in mind...
Because they have their own brands.
Exactly. They have their own brands. They have their own
we also
ecosystem going on.
Anytime we buy luxury items, like as men, right? We buy it if we're traveling abroad. We don't buy it for us to be local because we have our own thing locally.
True.
Right? So when over there, they have the same thing. They have their own things that's local. They have their own styles. They have their own everything. But they just don't want to because that area didn't ask for it.
Ask for it being...
I want something different. I want something special for me.
Yeah, they just want something that, goes top of the line across the world.
Yeah.
No, but you got to compare also the quality of local brands over there. Like if I'm a Japanese person and I wear like luxury Japanese brands and I'm traveling, I'm still wearing luxury Japanese brands. That the things that they're designing and developing and manufacturing over there is really good.
Can you think of luxury Chinese brands?
Can you think of luxury Saudi brands that you would wear outside? Limited.
Not many.
Yeah, you're not gonna
name one. Don't even tell me not many. Name one.
Luxury.
Exactly. Yeah, name one. Thank you.
Nothing comes to mind.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And people who claim to be luxury made in China.
Everything is made in China.
Not in Japan.
You just said that.
Not in Japan.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The Japanese do have that culture, though, of creating their own things and being self-sufficient and having their own kind of
We have our own
standards.
culture also.
But in that specific, like the culture of craftsmanship and like they've very focused on that in Japan compared to other places in the world.
Yeah, but again, we still have people that do the same thing here.
We do.
That are
we
focused.
Do. Yeah.
I mean, look at Art of Heritage. Shout out to Horo Hans, Princess Nora Faisal. Look at their posts. Look at the things they do. Look at all that. We do have. But it's not, it was never presented as something of value. It was just presented as heritage.
Rather than something that fits everybody else. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good point, actually.
I remember, like, I don't know how many episodes ago, I was telling you, I was like, I don't want to get to a point where people walk in here and try to dress like they're Saudi and just put on anything and say, hey, look at me, I look like Saudi. Like,
Yeah.
And if we do not respect it ourselves to put it on a high pedestal, everyone that's going to come in is not going to respect it. No luxury brand is going to respect it. No tourist is going to respect it. They think, oh, just this thing that you just put on and bounce. And so, oh, look at me, I look Saudi. I was watching this DJ. He's like, he just came back from Saudi. He had like the biggest agad I've seen in my entire life. And the shemagh just rotated sideways and was wearing thobe, and he's going back to LA, or I think it was New York. I don't know. Someone was picking him up.
That is disrespectful.
Yeah, I looked at it, I was like, yo, that's not how we look. You look like a clown. That's not how we look like. So I think it needs to start here before anything else. This goes back to episode 1. We're saying, hey, we want people to create their own shit here.
Yeah, and create it for our own self rather than creating it for someone else.
Yeah.
And to focus on creating that high quality product for the local market.
There was an oversaturation of hoodies, oversaturation of sweats.
Is that still going on? I really hope that's not.
That's still going on.
Yeah, it's still going on.
It's like it's going to go on forever.
Cardboard till hoodie صار
Yeah.
to this point.
Like, we don't have a lot of people that want to create. And the people that do want to create, not a lot of people are giving them the love. They're trying to compare them to something else abroad. They're not trying to like, oh, let me look at him as him.
No, I beg to differ.
Really?
I mean,
I can fight you right now.
see, it's an issue of positioning from some of the brands, because some of the brands position themselves as, oh, I am the Saudi brand, buy me for the support, rather than I am a luxury brand that happens to be Saudi, so buy me for the quality of my work, and that will give me the support.
I think there's a good 1,000 brands in the US right now that are just making cheap shit.
Yeah.
And people are still buying it because it's local. Because the people behind it are local.
In the US.
In the US, yes.
So you do have that culture of support local.
But
There's nothing wrong with that. That's
will
what
that
you're
be
saying.
compared with internationally renowned luxury brands?
Even if it's not Supreme was competing with the LV numbers. Selling you bricks, a crowbar.
Yeah, but Supreme was not banking on the fact that it is it a US brand?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it wasn't banking. See, I didn't know it was a US brand. It was a quote unquote luxury brand.
It was never luxury.
It was
brand.
never
It's a
luxury.
streetwear brand.
It was
But Supreme is not a good
luxury
example.
streetwear.
Nope, it was just a streetwear brand.
It built off the hype, so it wasn't
Exactly.
Yeah, it built off the hype, and the hype was what drove it to the numbers that it had. It.
How much does a crowbar cost?
It's a crowbar. Why?
It is a luxury brand. Then I'm sorry.
No, it cost like $100 or something.
It's a crowbar. It shouldn't cost
I'm with you. It
$100.
just says on Supreme though.
Exactly. So the
Again.
brand is on it. They sell it with like a I don't know, 10 times the price.
No, but he said something interesting. It's a problem of not just positioning. I think perception as well. Like when we look at what's around us, we don't look at it and see, hey, this is something that can compete with.
No,
Dior
a
or
lot of
Gucci.
people want to be individuals, and I'm different, and everybody wants to be white, and that's what's happening. Everybody just wants to buy things from abroad and say, "Oh, look at me! I got this foreign thing that you guys do not have." Nobody wants to say, "Yo, I'm actually like proud to wear something that's local." And the people who do, they just wear it. They just buy it because you're there. But if you're not there, they're not gonna order it. I'll give you a better example. When you land in London, you're looking at London streetwear brands, right?
True.
Because you want to get something that speaks London. If you go to Paris, you do the same thing. When you go to Tokyo, you do the same thing. When you go to New York, you do the same thing. When you go to LA, you do the same thing. When you come here, what do
You
you do?
don't have anything here in terms of like you're looking for that.
No, you have.
Not easy to find though.
What do you mean not easy to find?
You know when you go to London that, hey, I'm going to hit this spot, this spot. This is where I'm going to find the local brands. This is where the brands that speak to the city and the culture are found here.
No, tell me where in London.
Okay. And clothing is one
Yeah,
of them.
and clothing is a high-end store though.
Yeah,
It's not a streetwear store though.
it was top of my head.
Yeah, again, it's like saying, "Oh, go to Harvey Nichols."
Yeah, but even the identity of the streetwear does not exploit the cultural visual elements. You go to London, you don't buy a hoodie that has the UK flag on it.
No, you look at brands that you
don't
want
have-
to be a part of.
Exactly, and what's the design that the brand is going for? If you're looking at Saudi streetwear, Sedu on a hoodie, I'm not gonna buy that because the same reason I'm not going to London and buying a hoodie that says "Mind the Gap" or like the subway icon. You have to provide a design or a visual identity that is, I don't know.
Stands out as unique.
It is unique.
Yeah, but-
it is part of the culture, the
But most of
streetwear
the-
culture, rather than the national identity.
Most of the streetwear brands that you speak of have already died out. There's new ones in now. There's new styles. There's new fashions. There's new designs. There's always something new.
But saying, we're saying two different things. You're saying, you need to not speak to the culture and you need to speak to something bigger. And we came back to the point of, hey, luxury brands are catering to certain markets because they know that, hey, if I create, like, for example...
No, first of all, I didn't say something bigger than the culture. لو سمحت. I'm sorry. No,
and
don't-
something that's not...
no,
like,
it's a
Don't put
different.
words in my mouth, sir.
Yeah, please.
I'm thinking of, for example, like every couple of years you have the year of the dragon, year of the snake, year of like you have these Chinese,
Yeah.
variations on the theme of the year. You don't we don't have anything comparable here.
We do.
Obviously, in what sense?
What was this
عام
year?
القهوة. No, this year is عام الشعر العربي.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, the year of poetry.
That's a bit different.
Still-
I
It's
would
not
say.
different.
No.
That's culture.
Still, I wouldn't buy a hoodie for the year of the dragon. I wouldn't buy that.
You wouldn't, but a lot of other people would, and as evidenced by the fact that the brands still create these
No, they're creating it for the Chinese
for the
market.
Chinese market. That's
Exactly.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They're catering.
Is the Chinese market buying that?
It is. Otherwise, it
No,
wouldn't be made.
it's usually the US is buying it.
Really?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not even them.
Because it's of another culture. Because they don't have a culture. That's
There
something
was
else.
a Chinese
But-
New Year Adidas that dropped a couple of years ago, like 6-7 years ago, and
Red and gold.
no, it was
White and gold.
no, it was just shut up. it was supposed to resemble the fireworks.
Okay.
I have it. I'll show you later on. They made, I can't recall how many pairs. It was like, I think less than 2,000 pairs, I think. And I can tell you, but not tell you how I know, that I think 3 were sold in China.
Yeah. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Do something that speaks to the streetwear culture, not to the national identity culture. I'm wearing something local right now. It doesn't say Saudi whatsoever.
True.
But it's a Saudi brand, and they do like good designs that speak to the streetwear itself.
I think it's the market itself, personally.
In what sense?
Like I said a few minutes ago, I'd rather buy something from abroad than just say I'm buying local.
Shuf, I don't mind buying local if it's going to fit what I'm looking for. But a lot of the times, like my options and the quality that I'm looking for.
Every time I think of Shams, I think of, what does he wear?
No, it's not about
Shirts, hoodies, sweats, jeans.
Okay, but I can find better quality X, Y, and Z of what you just said, from international brands than I usually do from local brands.
And if local brands give you the same amount of quality, you're still not going to purchase it.
I would actually.
You would not know the difference. Touching something doesn't mean
الخامة شوف الخامة يا
I
مان،
mean,
شوف
that
الخامة.
doesn't mean nothing, bro.
الخياطة. Maybe not. I wouldn't know the difference personally, but if the quality was there, I think it would be recognized by the market.
I don't think it's about quality. I've seen brands that have very high quality, and it's the same issue. I don't think we really, as a market, give a shit about our own market.
True.
We don't. Let's not like bullshit this.
That's not a priority for us when buying. I would say that.
Boy, relax.
No, it's not. It's not a priority for us when buying. It's not.
It is not true. It is not.
I'm not gonna choose one brand over the other because hey, this is a local brand and it's made in Saudi. I'm gonna choose it because hey, it's a better design, it's a better price, it's a better quality. Those are the metrics that I'm looking for usually.
Design,
or it's a brand name that hey,
design, quality, cost.
Yeah,
those are the things.
Or it's a brand name that I'm gonna say hey, yeah, I like this brand. I want to associate with this brand.
That's actually most of the people. Brand names.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
When was the last time you guys went to Urban Lot? Years. Years.
A while. I
yeah.
do my shopping online.
When was the last time you went to urbanlot.com?
About a year ago.
How are you trying to keep up to what's local if you're not even going to the only place that keeps up with everything local?
True.
A good point. That's a good point, actually.
That's why I keep telling you it's the market itself. If I give you a hoodie with something Arabic written on it, you're not going to give a shit.
True.
You might not even want it.
I'm probably not gonna want it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm probably not.
So if you don't respect your own culture, how do you want everybody else to respect it for?
Yeah, but see, I'm not gonna want it because most of the ones that I've seen personally, no, like it didn't.
They're
speak to me.
Bad design. They are banking on the pull of look, Arabic letters.
A riyal.
Why?
A riyal.
That's like a white guy getting a Chinese tattoo. It doesn't make sense. No, I don't like that.
I've seen this way too many times, bro.
So I'm blaming y'all, and y'all blaming the designers.
Yeah,
which is fair.
Yeah.
Listen,
honestly.
I'm a designer. I have the right to blame the designers. I've been to Basta في التحلية where an auntie was trying to sell me a hoodie that says حياكم. I don't need to welcome people on my hoodie. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Is that similar to like free hugs?
I don't know. Yeah, no.
Allah يحييك.
What are you talking about? This is bad.
So it's not one thing; it's multiple things that come into it. Yeah, I do think the designs don't speak to what the market wants, honestly,
and that's our fault.
Yeah,
because we never had a market. We had to go look abroad in order for us to find a market. We had to be influenced from abroad for us to say, "Oh, we like this now," which is fair. Like the whole world has been influenced.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Everybody's been influenced from abroad.
Exactly.
In terms of fashion, like everybody's moving in a similar direction.
There's let's break it down and simplify it into 3 different demographics that we're going to talk about. There's others, but we're not going to get to them.
Yeah, we're racist.
Yeah, of course. Against ourselves.
Yeah, against ourselves.
Yeah. There's the let's call them the brand chasing Saudis. The ones that
look for the big names.
Yeah, they walk around like in a full Louis Vuitton pattern.
Okay.
Those, yeah, no. We know. We've seen the jackets. There's the
I don't give a shit.
The I don't give a shit. Give me the cheap option. Saudis, which do like the Hayakum hoodie sometimes and the Sado hoodies because I see them all around, like when I'm driving next to my house. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's us.
The discerning buyers.
The weirdos. The ones that want something different. Something that isn't a fashion brand thing. It's not a give me the cheap option thing. It's that I want something good quality, good design.
A statement that speaks to
we're
my
a
own
minority.
identity. Yeah.
Between those 3, we're a minority. So why would I create a brand that caters to that minority?
Why would I? If you were looking at it in terms of market economics,
that sentence
doesn't make
alone is just a whole lot of trouble.
I know.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Please don't cut it. Please don't cut it alone. Don't clip this.
Why would I indeed, Turks?
Well, the way I look at it is that
That's a good question.
we are a lost cause.
Yeah.
Yeah. And literally, there's no... Even though we have the purchasing power compared to the young generation, it's still like we are a lost cause. The next generation should be the ones that be carrying the torch. So our role should be to teach the next generation of which brands to go and look at and try to be a part of. And have you all been watching people who've been getting ready on Instagram and TikTok?
You watch people.
No.
They pop up every now and then. Some dude popped up the other day. That was laughing so hard. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to Wingstop for lunch with my family, so get ready with me."
Okay.
Oh yeah, those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
and they try to wear some of the loudest thing
To Wingstop.
to Wingstop,
Yeah.
right? Because why? Because he sat on his phone and he saw people say, "Hey, get ready with me," and they're wearing the wildest thing. Those people do not wear those things outside, actually. You know, but for them, oh, I'm different.
Content.
It gets views.
Content.
No, you know what? I don't think a lot of people that we have on social media give a shit about the views. They give a shit about the attention.
I mean, that comes with that, obviously.
No, that doesn't come with that.
You get the views, you're going to get the attention.
No.
No?
A lot of people get views but get zero attention.
You'll see what kind of attention you're talking about.
Exactly.
I want to go viral. I want to be famous.
A lot of people want to be famous. That's a different
That's a different conversation. That's a completely different conversation.
But again,
bro.
it goes to us to focus on, hey, y'all got youngins in the family. Tell youngins, yo, this is how you dress up. This is what you should wear. This brand is local. This is why we like this brand. Oh, this is why we purchase Gaelic. Gaelic is this. Gaelic is that. You know, give them that vibe.
Give them that direction, at least.
Yeah. Let them feel like it has value because, or else no brand's going to look at you.
Well, I feel part of the problem, and as you mentioned, a lot of people added they wouldn't be able to know the difference between a quality product and a product that just looks nice. So if they're not going to be able to tell the difference, then you're not going to be able to allow the quality to come up and compete
Louis
against
Vuitton sells you low quality shit. Gucci sells you low quality shit. They all have a bunch of low quality shit that they sell you.
But a lot
But
of
the
their
brand name is much bigger than quality.
It's not just that. It's not just that. You're saying they have some low quality stuff. Not all of their stuff is low quality. I'm talking
We
about
can say a lot.
I'm talking about the local brands that you go there and you see the entire collection and you're like, okay, there's nothing redeeming here other than the fact it says Riyadh, you know. And yeah. That's not very redeeming for me at this point, you know. And for the average buyer, they won't be able to tell the difference. And that's what I'm saying. Like if you can't tell the difference between what's good and what's not, then it's difficult for you to be able to build, you know, taste, I think.
I don't know. Building taste is a different conversation.
What do you mean by build taste?
And تفرق بين what's actually worth it and what's just, you know, hypey.
I think people like hype more than they like quality.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly my point.
True.
Oh, this is fresh.
True. From a
This is new,
social
this is
media
flash.
driven society, yeah. Hype is king.
We're not a social media driven society.
What?
What? What? What are you talking about?
I don't.
All
live,
your friends are out of social media.
I don't live in that bubble. I don't live in that bubble.
Well, excuse me? What bubble?
I'm in denial, sir.
You are in the biggest bubble I've seen in my entire life. What bubble are you talking
I am
about?
in denial, sir. I am in denial. Completely and utter denial.
You do know that we get our news from Twitter.
You do know that all your friends are fake.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not going to say all. 98%.
98. Good number.
98% act like something that they're really not.
Social media.
Social media.
Yes. All of you were wearing those MC Hammer pants. That shit was not local in any way, shape, or form.
I don't know what pants you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you
sir.
do fucking know what.
have no idea
Because
what
all your fucking boom boom bop squad.
I think he has MC Hammer pants.
Yes.
What are you talking? The Shirwal?
Shirwal. Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
That's not MC
Shirwal.
Hammer. That's Japanese shit.
It's not Japanese, my guy.
Nowhere near. It's that hippie shit.
It's Nepalese or some shit.
They are some
man,
yoga shit.
authentic.
What?
Yeah. فات كلمة وهو داخل في الشروال ذاك اليوم يهوي ما شاء الله عليه.
Don't say Elmo we hell we
كذا
No, pause.
ينتفض.
Pause. Yeah, you talk about not affected by social media. Come on, your whole fucking squad is affected by social media.
Unfortunately, yes.
And they act like they're different and they're special. And they're just none of those. They just look retarded in every single shape or form.
هو الشروال مريح بس يبقى dude. That's the point you're
It
missing
really
out on.
is, guys.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's what I'm saying. Like some of the shit
The
looks
issue
dumb.
is
You know, that does look dumb. Yes, I do agree with you. It looks very fucking dumb.
it does, but at home, I mean, Ed exchanged the wizard for me. خلاص, I no longer
لا
wear
تفل في
wizard.
وجهك.
والله جبت لك واحد تجربها.
I'll have little Melly just eat your head.
ما عليك تمدد.
Melly's gonna love it. Come on.
No, she's
Little
all
hammock
natural.
for Melly. Come on, she's gonna enjoy the shit out of
She's all
that.
natural. She's all natural.
البسها بعد العشاء عرفت؟
Why?
تمدد كذا شوي.
No, I'm good, bro.
شوف الهواء يدخل كذا.
No. I keep that shit to y'all losers.
Just wear جلابية طيب. ايش فيها الجلابية؟
تقليدي شروال.
عشان الفندق.
Trends, they do exist. People are going to follow them all day long. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Trends, guys. Don't worry.
Thanks, son. I can sleep happy today. Don't worry about that. Pops, don't worry about that. Just chill.
There's bigger things for you to worry about, sir.
Oh, well.
Speaking of bigger things to worry about.
What?
ما أدري قاعد أحترم the next topic. I have no idea what you're going to say.
We got questions.
Yay.
We'll get to questions real quick.
Bigger things to worry about.
Number one, you didn't miss out on anything, by the way. Actually, number one is going to feel sorry for this.
All right, he's picking up the signal.
I read some of the things that we got. Most of them are statements, not questions. And so, hey, these are the people.
Okay.
All right. So like,
disclaimer.
Disclaimer as fuck, bro.
Okay, disclaimer as fuck.
I'm gonna start with the bullshit because there's a bunch of bullshit from number one. There's a bunch of bullshit from you, and then there's other things from other people. We'll start with the first one. How many moons orbit number one's head? First off, let me say this. That's disrespectful as fuck. It's 3.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful. All right. You can't talk about the moons that go 3. It's just 3. We know that for a fact.
Yeah, some said there's a hidden moon there somewhere.
A dark moon?
A dark moon.
Number one is always at an eclipse. دائما. Always.
No moon gets no sunlight.
No, but see,
The sun is here, the moon is here. Like, hey.
keep in mind the fact that the man can get multiple moons to orbit his head.
Right. Gravity.
Yeah, exactly.
The sense of gravity.
Says he's very attractive.
Speaks to the weight that he has, in this reality of ours.
You want some more hate?
Please.
All right. Will Shamsi ever stop being Failasuf and hand the mic to the rest of the crew?
They all have their own mics.
I mean, you heard the beginning of the episode. Andy.
Chickens.
Chickens, man's best friend. It's the stupidest statement I've ever heard.
I think y'all need me to be Failasuf.
And y'all can't respect the content.
No, honestly, like y'all need someone to just
Hey, content is content.
be able to really think these thoughts.
No, that's just you.
No. I feel like it adds a lot. That's just me.
All right. More hate? Shamsi is the type of guy to say, and now a silly one after taking a bunch of pictures.
Bullshit. I've never told you that was a silly one.
have.
I just take it while it's silly without saying it.
Stupid.
And stop using recycled Drake jokes on me, whoever you are.
Shamsi is the type of guy to say, well, after catching someone lying.
I actually do say that. That is true.
Yeah, you are Drake.
Well.
Shamsi
Look at what we have here.
Shamsi is the type of guy to say, I really needed that after a big laugh. That's actually true.
Yeah, that is actually true. This isn't hate, guys. Like, this is actually
This is
true.
facts.
Yeah,
This is all from number one, by the way. This is all from number one.
This is findings of number one. Yeah.
So you accept his bullshit, you don't accept mine. Like, his bullshit is worse.
Shams is the type of guy to call somebody he doesn't like a scoundrel.
No, I wouldn't use
Number
that
one
word.
wanted to be here in spirit.
I really would have used that word. That there's a positive connotation there somewhere. I don't like it.
Yeah, you're not gonna like this one, man.
Yeah.
Shams is the type of guy to say, I think she's the one after 1 month. That's actually true. That's actually true. That's true. No, that's true. That's true. That's a fact.
No,
that's a fact.
I give it a quarter usually.
Listener number one is the type of guy, he's roasting himself here.
Yeah.
Listener number one is the type of guy who just wants to be loved and wanted. That's so fucking hard.
This is not roasting. This is a call out.
This is a call for help, honestly. Is he that bored, really? Do you miss us that much, my guy? Like, don't you have other friends?
Turk's the type of guy to say, fuck you, where the cheese board at? I agree with that one.
True.
I agree with that one.
Eye on the goal.
I'm disappointed that Turks isn't the guy that walks in with a cheese board. Like, you should be that guy, Turks.
La, la, la.
Yeah, should provide the cheese.
I hate you, number one. Why did the doctor rent out his apartment?
Because number one needed help.
You'd be sick in it.
Yeah, I remember that stupid joke.
Where does he
Please
get
don't
these
that.
from, bro? Stop, please stop.
One more. I think we can all agree that we will not allow our kids to call any of us daddy.
I mean,
That's a fact.
True.
That's
True,
a fucking
true.
fact.
I am on the
It's
Baba.
Baba or nothing.
I'm on the Baba train. I am very much on the Baba train.
On the Baba tree.
Choo-choo.
That sounds so wrong. So wrong.
Choo-choo, Baba.
Choo choo Baba. It's crazy. Anyway, next one. Are we tired of seeing the same artists in all creative spaces over and over again?
Yes, this is why we're happy, because AI is coming. It's going to take all of y'all works, make all of y'all the same. Yay.
That wasn't the question. What were you answering?
Artist are we talking about here? Do you
Well,
want to call out people or?
I'm not going to call out people. For the last 3 years, we've seen some of the same people
No new
over and
faces.
over and over again
No
with
new
the same
faces.
thing.
Yeah, no new faces, no new voices.
No innovation?
It's not about innovation. It's about allowing other people
sharing spotlight?
Yes, maybe that. Providing a platform for newcomers to come in.
There's a billion platforms. It's just a lot of people are not that good.
But the fact that we do keep seeing the same people again and again and again, why aren't we seeing new people come out? Like, that's a good question.
Well,
Where are the new generation that are being supposed to be inspired by all this? Right?
the number one issue is not the creatives. The number one issue are the people who are running the event.
Gatekeeping.
There we go. Gatekeeping.
Not even gatekeeping. They're looking at something. Oh, I'm doing my own art event right now. Okay. Oh, let me go look at Benali. Let me go look at all the other events that happen. And they start picking the good ones that are available, and then they bring them on board. That's the biggest issue.
So they're looking for the clout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
people who already have the social media pull and capitalize on them.
Even if they don't.
to get more eyes on
A
their
lot
thing.
of people in event management are trash. They're not looking to bring you something new. They're looking to get you something that you already seen 100
something
times.
proven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So rather than, come and look at all these new things. Oh, no, it's just like, we have so-and-so coming. Oh, like,
So it's the
I
top.
just saw so-and-so last week.
It's the top-down approach rather than the bottom-up approach.
It's the same thing I told you about. No, I'm not going to say that. That was in private. But it's the same thing that's been happening for a couple of years where anybody that's going to do any event or do whatever, they're going to go to the same people over and over again. That's why you see the same host over and over again. You see the same Medrimin over and over again because they want something that's already existing. And if it's not local, they'll try to go international and bring it to you. No one really wants to go and do the research.
Less risk.
Not even risk. No one wants to do the research. No one wants to go pick up the phone, start asking around who's available, who's who, what could they do. No one wants to do that. So they take the easy route by saying, okay, what did MOC do before? Let's go just pick up from them.
So laziness.
Of course it's laziness.
Laziness.
Like, I don't want to, anyway,
No.
Yeah. I'd rather not.
Hold your horses.
I'd rather not.
Yeah.
Anyway, next question.
Next question.
Okay, look.
You didn't even read the next question, did you?
I don't
You
know.
didn't see the next question, did you?
The horses, they're loose.
It's like, since we're here, let me just make this one more point.
Yeah, since we're on that conversation, I just want to say that we as Saudis are the biggest obstacle for other Saudis to succeed because we do not want to put in the work ourselves when it comes to showing talent or building talent. I'm not going to blame the consultants. I'm not blaming these consultants are taking off the words that you're saying and the things that you're doing. And if you allow that to happen, if that's the way that you think, then that's what it is. Also, we have people in event management that want to be the cool person. Oh, I know all these people. I do all these things. I'm at all the parties. I'm at all the events. So they want to spend time with those other people. So they invite them to their events in order for them to get closer with them. So it's not really for the love of anything.
So it's not for the widening of the community or the creation of a different circle as much as it's keeping the clique close in a sense.
She might not like this. Her Royal Highness Princess Noor Faisal is the only person that I've met in this creative industry, whether from industrial design, art, heritage, whatever it is, that always had someone new around. That I would find someone out of nowhere that like no one is following, and I'll find her following that person because she's looking for something new.
She's keeping an eye out.
Exactly. Our squads, the people around us, they're just following each other. Every time I see someone, I go follow. I'm about to follow someone, and I just see like Shamsi is following, and 9 other people from his dance crew, and I'm like, yeah, I ain't following that loser.
They're called a boy band.
He knows what I mean.
Yeah.
So, meh. Anyway, next question. Is golf actually becoming relevant? I was having such a great time ignoring it.
I mean, you can keep on ignoring it if you want, sir. You know, it's becoming bigger. I don't know if irrelevant is the right word.
Look, if you have a good squad of boys, you enjoy golf. Also, if you really like golf, you're gonna really have fun with golf. Golf is relaxing.
But golf is about the time between the.
It's about the journey.
Yeah, it's about the journey. It is. Technically, yes. Technically, he has a point.
Really,
It's about hanging out. It's about having fun
it's
together.
not about the first hole and the last hole. It's about everything in between.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, right.
Just in case, pause.
Yeah.
I don't know where we're going.
No,
with
that's what golf is about, right? It's about holes.
No, it's not,
Holes and balls.
No,
that's not what the game is about.
no.
Executive pause.
You're about hose and balls.
Holes.
Sure.
All 18 of them.
Golf is nice to some people. Next one. Why the banana went home? Because she didn't peel good. All right, fuck off. By the way, I saw the oven joke last week. I'm not doing that.
Yo, I gotta hear about the oven joke.
The pizza in the oven?
No.
What?
The peeled bad one. That's actually not a bad joke. That's dumb enough for it to be funny.
What's that?
Because she didn't peel good.
Because she didn't peel good.
What's the difference between a pizza in the oven and a...
Hey, no, I don't know.
We'll continue that after the.
You already know.
After
know.
that.
By the way, you already know the joke.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's nothing new.
Okay.
Because you said it to me in private.
Yeah.
All right, anyway. Let's get through this. Shamsi, I hate you in every single way.
Why, bro?
With every fiber of my
Come
body.
on, man.
Do you know the story of our glorious nation's founding?
Yeah.
Tell us, Papa.
Papa.
Okay. Then the next one you said, where's your founding regal, sir? And then you said, as a fellow founder, what parallels can you draw from founding day?
Hello, founder.
Okay.
That's a
Hold
good
on.
one.
Shut up. You got another one.
Yeah.
Where did they lose the nation if they had to found it?
Stupid.
Hey, that's a good
We're
one.
not,
right?
we're not done. You got 2 more. You got
Okay.
2 more. What if I lose the nation again? Can I refound it?
I mean, like, technically that can happen.
The best way to celebrate Founding Day is a nationwide hide and seek contest.
I think that's a great idea, honestly.
All those were for Shamsi.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Feel free to hate on the next questions
It's like,
because he deserves it.
I mean, honestly, you got a selection there, Adil. Like, pick and choose.
Next one.
None? Really? None?
No.
Oh,
They're really bad. They're all really.
They're all trash. They're all
Please,
trash.
please
They're all
stop.
trash.
Please stop.
Remember what I told you when I saw those? I
Yeah.
sent you a picture. I was like, hey, don't make me ban you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Block
I will
you.
block you.
Yeah. That hurt me, by the way.
Good.
Yeah,
Please.
that
Get
actually
something
hurt me.
out of
Learn.
Yeah.
All right, next one. This is more important. Which one of you is more likely to form a cult?
I think number one has a cult
Oh.
already forming around his head. You know, sooner or later they're gonna worship him in some mountain, in some mountain country.
Adil has the leading qualities to lead the cult.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Shamsi has the disconnect from reality to form a cult.
Yeah,
I think
You're
I'm
just-
too lazy to form a
I think
cult.
you'll make the sandwiches.
Exactly. I was about to say, you'll be the cook for the
Yeah,
cult.
you'll be the cook.
I'll make the Kool-Aid. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll make the Kool-Aid. Wow.
The only cult
Every
Turks
cult
know,
needs Kool-Aid.
the only cult Turks knows is culture.
Back to chickens. Back to chickens.
I mean,
This is the chicken episode from Pasta Kabsa.
I think this podcast kind of qualifies as a cult. Like, I feel like we're all Against
Culty?
Yeah.
And
talking
this is the
about?
disconnect from reality that I was talking about.
You know?
Oh, you know that this is a podcast for fun.
I mean-
Why do you come here?
I don't know.
This is a cult.
I feel
Every
obliged.
Sunday.
Exactly.
I take a shower, put on my best dress, and I go to our cult meeting.
Exactly.
Like, hey, so where you going? It's cult day. Culting with the boys.
Cult times. Well, it doesn't feel culty, Adil. Don't you feel sometimes like you want to escape this nightmare and you can't? Like I feel
Escape what nightmare are you
this
talking about?
nightmare, bro.
You come here.
It's non-stop conversation, okay? That just keeps going on and on.
It's called friendship.
It ain't friendship. It's not friendship, but it's 1 a.m., bro.
It's mic'd friendship.
It is 1 a.m. That's 12:41.
يا مالك
Like 1
جايين
a.m.
جايين
Yeah, oh, y'all got off
ما
tomorrow,
عندنا
right?
شغل بكرة
Oh,
الحمد لله.
damn, I wish y'all had a job.
Yeah.
Hang on.
للوطن.
Oh, so tomorrow you're gonna go found the country
ما عليك, I'm gonna go golf. Gotta go look for some holes.
with my balls?
You got me. You got me. You got the joke. You got the joke.
Oh, welcome to our cult.
Yeah.
Have some balls.
Sometimes holes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
next one. What's the best thing that happened to you guys because of this podcast?
Everything. Everything.
Shut the head up.
No.
I think you guys know. I can't say.
We found friendship.
We're all grateful for every day.
Yes.
So every day is a grateful day.
We found friendship. I think
Yeah,
that's what we
found
found.
friendship.
we became
And each
Dr.
other.
Seuss.
Because of this podcast, I talk to y'all less.
Ahsan.
صح.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know
God.
why?
Alhamdulillah.
Because so someone wants to reach out to me. Something happened in the world. And he's like, "Oh, you guys did not cover it." But I was like, "Oh, I saw Shamsi on a Wednesday and we talked about it."
We literally have to stop each like
Exactly.
discussing shit.
If we do not talk about something on the podcast, it's because we
We've
talked
already
about it
discussed
before,
it, yeah.
and we're not gonna bring it here.
And we try to avoid talking to each other so we don't spoil the
Exactly.
topics for the podcast.
So
Like,
keep in mind.
we'll be in the middle of nowhere, like, "Yo, did y'all see? Hey, podcast, and we all stop talking.
And keep in mind, we bring you high quality subjects here. Like this is very well parsed stuff.
Chickens,
Chickens.
chickens.
Man's best friend.
Nothing. The best thing that happened to us on the podcast.
I have a video of the best thing that happened because of the podcast, but I can't talk about it.
Which one?
You took the video.
Oh, yes, I took
You
the
took the
video.
video.
Well, actually, yeah, no, there's been some great moments on the podcast.
Yeah.
But it was great moments for us. It wasn't for the podcast.
Yeah,
no.
it's just-
It wasn't
it's all
like
personal
culture.
shit.
Yeah, it's all personal.
Yeah,
Like,
it doesn't relate
nothing
to any y'all.
Yeah.
I think the best thing, honestly, was a few people that we met.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, Galag,
Actually, yeah.
Sultan, Galag,
Yeah.
Rex,
So it's the
Sense.
it's the friends
Sense.
we made along the
Horror
way.
has Nur Faisal,
Amen.
Yusuf, Ammar.
Yeah, there's
There's
more
a list
people.
of
There's a
good
huge
people that we
list.
met. Yeah, there's a huge
huge
list of
list.
good people. It's really about the people. It's nothing else.
Yeah.
For us personally, it's nothing. It's just another bullshit day for us. Anyway, next one. Do you think that the rap and hip hop scene is forced in Saudi? Next. Oh shit, this is the last one. I have nothing else.
So we got to answer that
So you gotta
question.
answer that question. Well, one, I don't think it's forced. Two, I just think most people are not that great. That's about it.
Why would it be forced?
You can't force it.
Yeah,
It's either you like it or you don't.
exactly. It's the audience and what the audience wants.
ما يطلبه المستمعون.
That's not what I meant. But thank you. Yeah.
I just saw this one. What do you believe makes us different in our patriotic devotion from other Western nations?
First of all, not being a Western nation,
This one.
you know, and that's a really
True.
important one.
True.
I think what our country was founded on, right? And we were founded on shared values that, you know, we as Muslims, as Arabs, as Saudis have in common, you know?
True.
And that differentiates us, I feel, a lot from other Western nations that are founded on different values that have nothing to do with that. So, yeah, I think it's fundamental. I think it's fundamental. Keep in mind, for the longest time, the region, like Riyadh and the center of the Arabian Peninsula, was never really a unified political entity. Or when it was for a long time.
Facts.
And and we are speaking about from the period of يعني من يوم ما طلع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم and up until the 1,000 years after that, like for the longest time, the Arab or the Muslim empires of the region, they controlled Al-Hijaz and they controlled Mantiq al-Sharia. They never really got in the heartland of Saudi. So being able to forge a nation from the harsh environment is genuinely a monumental task that I don't think people appreciate how like difficult that must have been.
It sounds like you just ditched half the country by saying that.
No, I'm not. It's about a unifying principle, though. Like because for a long time, like Al-Hijaz belonged to different empires in different states, right? And they were able to seamlessly change from one time period to the other.
Yeah, that time period is long gone since we've been alive. And so there's been a couple of generations since that happened.
True.
And so...
But I'm talking about like when you look at the country as a whole, it's as a unified whole, what we have done as Saudi is something that hasn't really been done in history before. Like create one unified nation, like unified political entity, let's say.
I think it goes back to Al-Saud.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does.
Yeah, but not in the way that you try and draw it out. I think we are in an area that's been going in and out of wars for 70, 80, 90, 100 years. I have no idea how many years now. This whole area, 300, 400 years that we've been having nothing but wars around us. Mm-hmm. And we're one of the few nations around where we have leaders that actually cared about our safety and security.
True.
I think that's the number one thing. You look all around us, safety and security has been being like taken apart.
At a premium.
Whether it's by Western nations, whether it's by, coups, whether it's about people just wanting power. It's always been different looks and styles. And we have a leader, leaders.
Yeah, generations of leaders.
Exactly, that always gave us what we needed and what was right for us, rather than saying, oh, just like go do like what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Like we were just watching people scamming the hell out of all the people.
Yeah.
Like True. It was nothing.
And we were talking about like how it would have never happened here because we do have those laws in place that look to protect people, basically.
And religion does play a role. That
Huge
we have
role.
Mecca and Medina. And I think what the royal family did with the Mecca and Medina, all the past kings that we had, Anchor King, of the expansion of Mecca and Medina. And right now we're going through a different generation. Now you're looking at Vision 2030. This new young generation is going to look at this country in a way that none of us even looked at. We're excited just being a part of it, even though we don't have it. A friend of mine once told me that. He was like, y'all celebrate the vision like it happened.
Because we're making it happen.
Exactly.
We're literally making it happen.
I was like, the process of it is a celebration.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
we're involved in
it.
And like on a day-to-day basis, we're actually involved in it. So yeah, we do definitely will celebrate and look forward to it happening and coming true.
So to sum up both of your statements, it's the past of this nation, the present of this nation, and the future of this nation.
Perhaps. And I think all of us, like as even cultures, as different families, we all played a major role in this country. Whether it was from health, security, whatever you name it. Like we went through a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Just imagine telling your kids just the stories of the 2000s until the 2020s.
Look at the changes.
It's just, what happened in 2001? Oh, let me tell you, son.
Yeah.
What happened in 2002? Oh, wait till you hear this one. 3, 4, 5. Oh, do you remember Lebanon? That wasn't the same Lebanon. There was Lebanon Virgin 1.0, 6.0, 9.0. Syria, same thing. Egypt, same thing. The Arab Spring. Bro, so much that happened in the last 25 years here. And we're not even done yet.
There's a lot more to come.
Anyway, it's amazing. Let me see if there's anything else for you, Bounce. And ممكن أحد يقول لشامسي ويعلمه خير الكلام ما قالوا ودل. Okay, next.
Whoa, you're listening to the wrong podcast, my guy.
That's a
Let
fact.
him speak.
Yes.
It's half what we're like
One
built
third.
on.
This is one third of this glorious
It is more
endeavor.
than 1/3.
Some would say a quarter.
It is content.
Last one. Are you always locked in? Yes, I am, sir. I'm always locked in. Y'all don't know what it means.
No, we don't.
I was having a conversation with someone about. It's good that you don't know what it means because you're never locked in. I had a brand called Rocket when I was in Australia. And I wanted to bring the fashion brand to Saudi, but I was like, we'll put it on hold until, I get my things settled properly, then I'll get into it. And then I met Gelek and I met Sense. Specifically, Gelek is one of the people that made me say, I don't need to do this. I don't. Because I love to compete. But when I see Gelek, I cannot compete in any way, shape, or form. I can't. Because he's so locked in. Yo, I'm doing this. I'm going to keep doing this. And I'm going to improve it every single time. So when you have someone that's always locked in, it's going to be a hard competition. Because it's one of the biggest issues that I think we have in Saudi. We don't have people that like to compete at all. I don't know. I think I was talking to Elma about this, about the future football nation of Saudi, the national team. I was like, most of them are not hungry today. None of them have something to really want to work hard for.
It's a mentality thing.
There was a guy talking about the NHL yesterday. And he's saying how the NBA has been so trash compared to NHL. And he kind of described it the same way he described football. He's like, back in the day when Jordan and Kobe were there, those people were willing to die to get things done. They were so passionate, so driven that they put it all on the floor, right? When we watch football, you think of Cristiano, Messi, Zidane, Ronaldo. You have players that came in that gave 100% every single time.
It was their life.
Exactly. It's as if their life
Depended on it.
We don't have people that feel that way.
True.
We don't have people who feel like, I need to make this happen in the best way possible because this is where I'm at and I need to build this up. You have people that go into things just to say, I'm into things. They don't really want to work on it. They don't really want to improve it. They just keep it as the same thing until it dies out. And then you meet them 40 years later. Yeah, I'm the guy that did that in 1992. Like, bro, like I was born in 96.
Sir.
I can't remember you anymore, sir. Right? And that's going to be our biggest downfall if you don't have people that are willing to compete and lock in to actually be something. A lot of people just want to be part of the crowd. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's goes to the majority. I'm not going to say it's the minority, it's the majority. People just want to be part of the crowd. People don't want to put the work in. People will be your friend as long as you're putting work in, and the second you slide off, everybody starts walking away from you. It's that simple.
How do you change that mentality though? Like that's I hear you, I understand what you're saying, but like that sounds like a much
we were never
deeper
taught.
issue. Yeah.
We were never taught. You were always taught, hey, study, go do this, go do that. You were never really taught. No one woke you up at 6 a.m. tell you, yo, you need to go start running today because you got football practice in 2 hours. No one ever done that. I had friends that would wake up at 5 a.m. with their parents and start jogging before going to school. Why? Because they had basketball, they had football, they had soccer, they had things to go do. Here, you're not building passion to anything. You're letting your fat, ugly kids just lay around, and then you tell them, hey, you can be someone when you grow up. You're not really pushing them toward anything. So if you're not going to push them, and here, another issue that we have is that we allow people to quit. Oh, you don't want to do this anymore? Okay, cool.
You can go do something else.
Exactly. So how is he supposed to learn something if he can just quit something so quick? It was a deeper conversation.
Life lessons.
Yes. Good girl, Melly. You're better than all these motherfuckers.
Hey, Melly.
Yeah, Melly. Anyways.
She had fun.
Yeah, she's been sleeping. I'm glad that she's sleeping. She was uncomfortable the whole night. Anyway, get the fuck out of here. What are we doing? I don't want to go on a sad note because it felt like very sad. I felt like very sad before we got here. Okay, again.
It was so sad I zoned out.
Number one has 3 moons. Remember that?
Hey.
And Shamsi loves chickens. Peace.